Robert, hey, just getting back to you kind of with your email here. Talking about how to check a car for false air. My Kia doesn't have a mass airflow sensor, but I can kind of show you what you would need to do with all that anyways. So we'll start with my truck because it does have a mass airflow sensor. It has a little bit different, it's got a turbo on it, so it's a little bit different than what you'd normally be looking at, but here's what you'll see. So you have your mass airflow sensor. Air goes into the turbo, air exits the turbo, goes into the intercooler in front of the truck here, down here, this silver thing. And then it comes back up on this side, up underneath and into the throttle body. So if this was a normal vehicle, I would have air from my mass airflow sensor straight to my throttle body via a tube, okay? So my air is getting metered here. All the airflow is going this way. If I have a leak anywhere after this point to my throttle body, that's going to be false air. The mass airflow sensor is not going to see it, so it will not correct the air-fuel ratio to be able to correct the fuel. So you'll have a lean code because it's actually getting more air than fuel at that point. So this is my Kia. Obviously, this is not a mass airflow sensor car, but this might be a little bit easier to visualize. I do have a MAP sensor in this one. As you can see, there's no mass airflow sensor in my tube. But let's pretend there was a mass airflow sensor here. It would be metering the air. Any intake leak, like if this had a break in it, that would be a false air leak. It would be sucking air in there that the sensor or the mass airflow sensor wouldn't be reading at that time. So you would have more air going in than the sensor found out. So you'd be getting the same amount of fuel that the sensor is reading, but you'd be getting more air. So you would have more air and you'd have a lean condition at that point. Sorry, my brain went dead for a second. But anyways, so if there was a mass airflow sensor here, any intake leak behind that, if I had a leak here at the throttle body, leak at the PCV hose, that would be false air.